Welcome back to the Lane One Show. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah. Was it one day now?
Yeah, well, by the time this is up on YouTube, it'll probably be here. So, excited about that. Shout out Girls on the Run. On Friday, they celebrated their 25th anniversary of the program's existence. Props to you guys. Big show today. We got the Hunter Hillard.
Yeah.
Making his appearance. I cannot wait to see what this guy's all about. Because he's famous, and we got to figure out why.
Yeah, he's super famous.
I guess we'll know in about a half hour. Anyway, how you been?
Not too bad. You know, training, working out.
Excellent.
Same old.
Excellent.
How have you been?
Just hammering. First meet coming up in Miami, Ohio this Saturday, so we're all pretty pumped for that one.
Heck yeah.
That's exciting. You know, I haven't raced in over 14 months now or something like that, so we're all pretty pumped about that. By the way, maybe by the time this episode's up, I think I am going to be able to get this in podcast form finally. We've been waiting a while to do that because we need to do that. That's got to happen. Because I'm sure you guys would rather listen to us talk than look at us talk for an hour at a time. So I think that's going to happen. Hopefully it does. Doesn't, whatever. Life goes on. Like we said, big episode today. We got tons of results to get to. Last weekend was just massive in college track and field and cross country.
Yeah, honestly, there's so much stuff to cover. Like, if we miss anything, let us know.
We're going to miss a lot because a lot happened, but we'll try to hit the highlights.
Yeah.
I guess we'll start off with cross country. NAU guys, their fourth title in 5 years.
I mean, we saw it coming, let's be honest. Everybody knew coming into that meet.
Doesn't make it any less spectacular, though.
No. I mean, they were the team to beat coming in. They've been looking strong all season.
Absolutely. Connor Mans from BYU gets the individual title in 29-26. Hats off to him. Heck of a race. First American-born man to win that title since Galen Rupp did it at Oregon in 2008. So that's massive right there.
Yeah.
And then,
I mean, looking at those results, I kind of thought Nico Young was going to be a little higher up.
Yeah.
I mean, he was still fourth, let's be honest. That's insane. But
pretty darn good.
The way he raced. But yeah, like the rate he raced at his conference championships, you know, he hung right on the shoulder of Mance like the whole time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, kind of hoping for a little bit of that same energy this time around, but Mance just gets it done. Domination.
Pulled away with it. What was it, like 20 seconds?
Yeah, something like that. On the girls' side, the BYU girls get it done, winning the team title. Congrats to them.
Oh, yeah.
Alabama goes 1-3 individually. That's a big deal. Couldn't get the dub, but that's still a pretty massive deal. And then Taylor of Oklahoma State coming up second, and then that third Alabama girl running off top three.
But yeah, good race. I mean, I wasn't able to watch it yet, but from what I've heard, some good racing to watch.
Oh, yeah. And then on the track side, we just had all kinds of stuff happening. I mean, how about them Oregon guys?
I mean, okay, so they win, what was it? They win the 60.
They had 6 individual championships.
Yeah.
So 16, 3, 8, I know. The DMR.
So 16, 3, 8, DMR. The 60, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
And then they won the triple jump.
That's just ridiculous.
Oh, that's just wild. That's all across the board. That's not even, you know.
Cole Hocker went the mile and the 3,000 double. That's just out of control.
He went off.
Dude went 353 in the mile. and then
I mean,
dropped
in that 3,000. Yeah,
746.
that's. But yeah,
3002.
Beating Cooper Tier was probably his biggest achievement in that 3,000
Oh yeah,
because that was he literally just outkicked him. Like it was.
it was close. Dude dropped a 25-second last 200 in that 3000 though.
Like, come
Just
on. Like,
the kind of strength that's just out of control.
give other people a chance.
Yeah, well, just ridiculous. Charlie Hunter getting done in the 800, beating Miami, Ohio's Finlay McLear by .01. I mean, that was just photo finish, all out lean, all you could ask for in that half mile race.
Shoot.
Oregon becoming the first ever team to sweep the 800, the mile, and the 3000 in the same NCAA championship meet. That's ridiculous.
Heck, I mean, just one person swept the mile in 3,000. So
That's pretty fair.
you need somebody else that can bring up the 800. When your DMR is winning, I mean,
yeah, almost broke their own college record, barely missed it. I think is when they set up the Arkansas Razorback invite back in January or February.
Yeah, like.
Yeah, just about all you could ask for from a team perspective from the Ducks this past weekend.
Yeah. More big results on the guys' side. What was it? Forgive me for mispronouncing his name if I do. Juvan Harris won the high jump and long jump.
First ever to do it, right? Indoors?
Yeah. Like
he also do it outdoors a couple years ago?
I think so.
I want to say he did. So the dude's just an animal.
Dude, this dude. I mean, I watched what the commentators were saying, and okay, come on, that comment. If you watched any of those races, the commentators were just horrible. Like they were not hyping it up at all. Like if you go down to the comments of those videos, people are like, "These are like some of the best like races and events you're seeing like ever," and these guys are just like droning on about some boring stuff. Like, come on.
I mean, that was a historic meet. They should have been pumped to be there.
Yeah, and then you see Harrison's long jump, and he takes the lead with it, and they're like, it didn't look that far. He didn't really reach out, and this dude's just pumped after his jump. This dude's like cheering and everything. Like he took the lead with it, 27.8, and it's like, come on, you guys aren't even putting energy into this at all. So it's kind of boring to watch.
It was, and we're not trying to bash anybody, but as a commentator, your job is to bring the enthusiasm. I mean, that's what it's all about. So
that's why I kind of started enjoying watching these smaller pro races, where it's like these side commentators where they're just saying like all this hype stuff about them.
Let's go!
Yeah, they're cheering, they're yelling, like they're into it.
That's the way it should be. Anyway.
Yeah. Morden Beatlescombe of MSU taking third in the 5,000, which was also a big race. What was it? Wesley Kiptoo breaking the meet record with a 13:23
out of Iowa State, and then also running cross country.
Also taking third there. So hats off to him. That's impressive.
Wild. How about Matthew Bowling dropping a 21.9 in the 200, bringing home the national title?
Yeah, he wasn't. I'm not saying he had a bad season, but he was looking a little rough coming out of his conference championships where he got DQ'd. Because that race looked rough.
Happens.
I mean, it happens, but he stepped out of his lane a long ways. He just looked tired in it. He didn't look like he was keeping his form. Like, no offense to him, it just looked a little rough on him. But he honestly came up at the national championships and showed that he can hold his form, hold with the best of them. So
got the job done. Noah Williams dropping a 44.71 for PR in the 400. It's a new world lead right there.
Quick. That is
third all time in college history right there. It's just a historic meet. Just records like this going, I mean, all over the place.
I mean, you're not really going to touch the college indoor time right now because, Michael Norman set that, and Michael Norman was a monster.
Yeah.
In college.
Yeah, he got the job done with regularity.
Yeah.
Going over to the 60 hurdles, Trey Cunningham drops a 7.51, gets it done, sets a PR in the process. Congrats to him, national leader. And the North Carolina A&T dominating the 4x4.
Yeah.
That was something to see. Dropping a 3:03.16. Last leg closed in 44.67. 44.60, which is faster than the Noah Williams ran in the Open 4 to win it.
Jeez.
Which running start, but still, that's just out of control.
That is quick.
Guys, we're moving. Heck of a meet. And then the girls' side was just as crazy. How about BYU's Courtney Wayment? She won the DMR with BYU, and then she comes back and wins the 3K 9:01.47. What kind of double is that? That's just ridiculous.
So, yeah, when she ran the 3,000, she probably ran at the cross-country nationals, so,
Yeah, let's check on that real quick.
Yeah, I might want to check that, but
she wasn't super up to the top, but and we're talking about we should hire Tyler to be our research guy.
Again, yeah. Tyler, we know you're going to watch this, so,
Looking for a job? We're not going to pay you, but we'll let you do it.
Yeah. Yep.
While we're looking at that, if we keep on going here, Kemba Nelson out of Oregon upsets the national leader, Twanisha Terry of USC, and wins the 60 in 7:05 for a new college record. Kaylin Roberts takes down a Thing Mu in the women's Open 400 running 50.84. That was an upset that I did not see coming.
A Thing Mu got beat?
She got beat in that Open 4.
No way. I mean, she was looking great throughout this entire season.
Yeah, setting records like crazy. She gets beat. Kaylin Roberts. Ridiculous.
Oh. Also, an update on that. She did not run at the cross-country championships. She opted out.
Well, she did run 2 races at indoor, so I can kind of see.
I mean, but that just shows the depth of BYU.
Oh, definitely.
They don't even need a national champion on their cross-country team to win the team championship.
It's just tough for everybody else.
Yeah,
it just is.
What do you do?
You lose. I guess that's what you do.
Shoot.
Anyhow.
No way.
Abby Steiner from Kentucky winning the 222.38, matching the NCAA record. But a Thing Mu did redeem herself in the 4x4s. Texas A&M won 336.68, and she closed in 49.54 for that anchor leg.
Oh.
So she might have had a bit of a chip on her shoulder from getting beaten that Open 4, and she let them know.
I mean, Texas A&M has been dominating that 4x4 all season.
Absolutely.
Unstoppable. Didn't they set the collegiate record in that earlier in the season?
Pretty sure they did. Unstoppable.
But, I mean, even with the Thing Mu's second place, the 400's not even her main event. She's an 800 runner.
Yeah, she's a half miler.
Yeah,
and we still thought she was going to run away with that 400, and, I mean, she didn't, but.
I mean, it was close.
The fact that we thought she would, and the fact that it was close, yeah, it's a testament to her versatility.
I mean, she only got beat by a senior, and she's a freshman, so,
Yeah, she's my age. Come on, now. I couldn't even touch her in a 400.
Yeah, I mean, she's younger than me, and she still toasted me in a 400.
Kind of heartbreaking, but that's the way it is. Over in the women's pentathlon, Tara Giddens breaks the NCAA record, scores 4,746 points, which shattered the record by 50 points. So hats off to her.
Yeah.
Bringing home an individual national title.
I mean, she didn't just do well in that, though. She did well in the long jump, if I remember correctly, as well, for women's.
That's right. I remember what she jumped, but yeah, she showed up.
Yeah, she showed up for multiple events, not even just the multi-event event. It's kind of funny to say, but
yeah, those multis are just freaks.
She won the high jump too.
Yeah,
so, yeah.
I just have so much respect for decathlons.
Monster.
pentathletes and all of them.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, just a huge weekend. It was just fun to be living in this past weekend. Just that historic, meets that went on.
Yeah.
Awesome. Anyway, if we got a segment here, we're gonna do some guessing of. We're gonna ask each other some questions about our own running careers, and we're gonna see how many we can get right. And then we'll have Hunter Hillard pop on after that. So, do you want to kickstart this thing off?
Sure. So, this isn't exactly about my career. This is more about my. So, this is what was my favorite track, just because I mention this so often from races.
Okay. Your favorite track to run at?
Yeah.
You said you mentioned it a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, there's one that's coming to mind, but I don't know that you mentioned it that much. I'm going to say Mason.
Nah, Bath.
Okay.
I mean, that's such a soft track. Like, you fly on it.
And it always seems like we have perfect weather, at least when we go there for regionals or when we would go there.
Weather's never bad in Bath for meets.
There was never any wind. It was like 55 and calm. Okay. That's one of my favorites too, for sure.
Easily.
Just back there. They got all those trails back behind the track and go walking around, cool down at.
Oh, yeah. Great warm-up areas.
Yeah, just a great setting.
Yeah.
All right. What is my PR in the Open 400? We've also talked about this quite a bit because it's it's not what you'd expect.
107.
Money. That's on the money.
Yeah, I remember that day.
7th grade.
I wrote a really dumb song that day that I prefer not to sing on this channel or just usually ever sing.
I forgot about that.
And that day it was hailing, it was snowing, like
wow.
It was miserable.
7th grade, pulled a 77 in the 400. Oh, so actually, yeah, no, it was 117.
Oh, it's 117?
Not 107. Yeah.
Oh, I missed an extra. Oh no. Oh no.
That was the right day for the home team. I think you ran 63 in the mile and then like 77 in the 400. First meet in my career.
Oh geez.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a great song that you wrote. I will say that. About 4 lines.
It is 4 lines, and
sum up the day perfectly. Hit us up if we know you well enough. Maybe we'll tell you off air.
Yeah. Let's see. What was the only field event I've ever tried at a meet?
I think I know this because I saw you doing it, practicing a couple years ago, but I'm not sure if you ever did it. Long jump?
Yeah, so I tried it in middle school a little bit. And let's just say at that meet, I was doing long jump and then I went to run the mile, so I didn't even break 12 feet in the long jump. Middle school me, but yeah. Tried to bring it back a few years ago and that didn't quite stick.
Yeah.
Rip.
Anyway, what is the most amount of the longest run I've ever run, basically? Most I've run at one time.
So I know it had to be a ball run.
It was not a ball run, I'll give you that.
Wait, really?
Because ball run for us was always like the day before a meet, so I never ran it all continuously.
Oh, okay, that's fair. That's fair. Shoot.
This is going to be a shot in the dark because I don't know if I've ever actually told you,
but 12 miles.
14. So
14. No, you told me before. We talked about it.
0 for 3 to start. We're not. We'll get this.
All right. What was my cross country PR?
Bro, I should have looked at A-Net before we did this. So
I didn't look at yours either. So we're both shooting in the dark here.
16:47.
Ah, 16:58.
Okay.
Yeah. So close.
That wasn't too far off.
No.
Well, 4 for 4. A lot of these are very specific though, so.
They are very specific.
Anyway, What is my favorite race, or in high school at least, because the distances were different. Favorite race to run.
I know it had to be between the mile and the 2 mile, which, shoot. I don't
Actually,
know why.
excluding the 4x4 because that's a relay, but that would definitely be the favorite. But individual events.
Well, if you run the 4x4, that's instantly your favorite. Like, there's no.
Doesn't matter. Yeah, any distance you run, the 4x4 was going to take it.
But no, individual. So I don't know why anyone would like the 2 mile on the track. That's just horrible. But I know you might. So, you know what? I'm going to go 2 mile.
It's definitely the mile.
Yeah, gosh dang it. Yes,
It was a 2 mile up until like my junior year, probably. Because definitely had some of my better races in the mile. And I definitely have some bad memories from the 2 mile regionals. So that definitely plays a part in that.
Oh, geez. All right, so this one's throwing a little bit of shade. I'm still kind of mad about this. Okay. What race did Trent Ivy swap his bib number and my bib number, causing my time to be recorded as his time?
Oh, man, I know this. It was before I got to high school. Maybe it was my freshman year. Yeah, because his PR was like 18:11, and that shouldn't be. It should be you.
Yeah. Yep. I almost beat James Legacy that day, but he outkicked me.
Like was that the race that Ricky Martin ran in sandals?
Yeah.
And didn't he like beat a bunch of guys like by just trudging through the mud in the sandals? Was that day? I've heard stories about that. Okay, so was that meet? Was it Carson City?
It was Carson City.
Boom!
Wow. That was the most specific one ever, but
pulled that out of my butt. That was a shot in the dark. That was a complete guess.
But yeah, no, I'm still mad about it. Just because I almost beat
what a man
James that day.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I was 6/10 off.
6/10 off of him?
Yeah.
Oh man, that must have been a
just outkicked me, like just at the line.
Tough to outkick James.
Yeah, impossible.
No. Guy's an animal. Anyway, so we got one though. Which one of my teammates did I lose to in my first ever cross country race, which was my sophomore year? Because I played soccer. Who did I lose to that first race?
Okay, so you didn't run until your sophomore year.
Right.
So that removes James Legacy from the equation and Alex Nemeth.
Yep, they were both gone. He kicked me down in the last like 200 at the Perry course.
At the Perry course? Oh shoot. Let's see. Brent Toast was still on the team.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think he would have outkicked you because he wasn't known for his kick. No offense. Sorry. Shoot. Was it the man, the myth, the legend, Tyler Cochran?
It was not Tyler Cochran.
No way.
I'll give you one more guess.
Oh, shoot. Don't tell me it was Trent Ivy.
It was not Trent Ivy.
Oh, good.
I think Tyler beat him that day. I'm not for sure on that, though. It was Brent Toast.
It was Brent. You got to be kidding me.
You went cooking by me like Carl frickin' Lewis, dude. It was crazy. Beat me by 7 seconds.
Yo, man, I've just never known him. I just never known him for a kick.
He outkicked me a couple times, like my freshman year.
Really?
In track, yeah.
Shoot.
Yeah. The man, the myth.
Guess he really changed after I left Perry. Dang it. All right. What season was I all region in 3 events? So you can either name my like year in high school or the actual year.
I would say 2019, senior year.
Yep.
Because you did a lot of shorter stuff that year.
Yeah.
So okay, was the 4x8 one?
Yep.
And then maybe the open 8 or the 4?
4.
Okay. And then what else? 2?
No, I was one position off in the 200. But no, it was the 4x4. We took 7.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just pulled that out.
What kind of times were you guys dropping in the 4x4?
We were only dropping a 340, so nothing crazy.
Respectable.
Like respectable, but nothing like
55.
insane, you know what I mean?
Yeah. All right. So we got 2 correct now.
Yep.
Oh, you might get this one because what race was I DQ'd in 7th grade in track?
Like you must. Oh my gosh. I didn't know this one too. I'm just. I'm sorry that I almost swore at you guys. Oh, it was the DMR at what was the Perry Relays or whatever it's called.
It was a DMR.
Because you threw
You
the
were a
baton
part of
high.
it.
Yeah, I was a part of that race.
Yeah.
I ran the 12, or I ran. I think it was the 1200. Yeah, because you ran the mile.
Yep. Yep. And I crossed the finish line and I just flipped a baton.
Yeah, you flicked the time behind you, instant DQ'd.
Instant DQ, immediate DQ.
Like, because I think it was. I don't remember who was the officiator that day, but he was.
It was the dude.
Was it Nestel?
I don't know his name.
Did he have white hair?
He had white hair and a mustache.
Yeah, I think it was Nestel. Yeah,
Okay.
he really follows the rules. Like he's been doing this for a long time.
Yeah, actually, respect the heck out of him, but he got me that day.
Oh yeah, he got you on that slight thing. If he was looking away for 2 seconds, he would have been fine. But
Good thing is I didn't cost us any kind of placing because I'm pretty sure we got dead last.
we got toasted. We got absolutely toasted.
We got wrecked.
Yeah, that was rough.
But yeah,
that was a bad race.
That was one I got DQ'd.
That was a terrible race, just in general.
We sucked.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we were pretty bad.
Yeah.
Okay, on a brighter note, what race did I almost beat future state champion Devin Gibbs in?
Ooh. What event or what specific race or both?
I mean, if you can get the event
I have no
and
idea.
specific race, that'd be awesome. But
Wait, is it track?
it is in the track. It's on the track. If you get just the normal event, that's good.
Talk about this. I think it's the 8.
Yep.
What year was that? So, okay. Your junior year was his senior year, so it couldn't have been past 2018.
No.
So you guys were in different divisions, so when did you run against each other? I don't know if they went to East Lansing or not.
Nope.
And you were at Hazlitt by then. What the heck? Would that have been at Bath?
It was not.
What about Mason?
Nope. Freshman year. GLAC championships.
No way.
At the line. At the line, he outlaned me.
Man.
To this day, I remember that.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah, we were just kicking down the home straightaway. James Legacy took the win. Yeah. So I almost beat future state champion Devin Gibbs.
I wasn't even thinking about that long ago. Yeah, and then senior year ran 155.
Yeah. Absolutely toasted everything at States.
Greatest
massive PR.
My life.
Kind of out of nowhere, honestly.
Yeah, really out of nowhere.
But yeah, that was one of the few races where I also beat Isaac Waffle.
2 very big claims to fame in one race.
Yeah, honestly.
Anyway, which year did I first break 5 in a mile?
Oh shoot. All right. So I don't know if you did in 8th grade because I wasn't following middle school as much. So it had to be either 8th grade or your sophomore year. Because you were solid your sophomore year. No, it wouldn't have been 8th. I'm gonna go with your sophomore year.
It was my sophomore year. Ran 5:05 as a freshman. Spent the rest of the year trying to get it. Didn't get it. And then my sophomore year, the first time I broke 5, I ran 4:42. So I kind of skipped the 450s and just called it good. But that was racing Isaac Waffle who beat me, so I guess I had in the chase.
I mean, yeah, that's a really solid pacer.
Yeah, if you're gonna have, that guy was an animal. Took me a while to get him. Yeah, sophomore year.
All right, solid. All right, what was my best placing at the Perry course?
At the Perry course. Did you guys run there when you were at Hazlitt?
Once.
Once. Okay. So it was probably then because you were older. I'm gonna say. Did you win it? I'm gonna say second.
Yep.
Sweet. Who beat
Why
you?
can't I? Why can't I remember his name? It was from Mason. Really good runner. I can't remember his name
Oh,
right now.
Kenny.
Yeah, Stelzer. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I miss racing against him to this day.
He was a monster. His
Yeah,
sister was a monster.
he was super nice too. Great guy to talk to.
We should have him on the show.
We should. Do you know what happened to him, guys?
I forgot about him.
I haven't seen him in a while.
Where'd he go?
Maybe he's watching this right now. I mean, that'd pretty sick.
As we speak, Kenny, are you watching this?
Yeah, Kenny, can you hear us?
Maybe you know something about voodoo.
Maybe.
You never know. Anyway, what was my favorite cross meet?
Your favorite cross meet? Oh, Uncle John's.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you love that. You talk about it every day.
Bro, yeah, I know every single day. It's Uncle John's.
Honestly, if you bring it up in this in our podcast quite a bit too.
Yeah. Probably everyone watching this was like saying that before you even did.
Yeah,
We do like 4 times a year, so it would feel like a home course.
That's fair. That is fair. All right. What event did I qualify for the Greater Lansing track meet in every year?
Every year? Is this including relays?
Yeah, because I didn't do that individually.
Oh, so it is a relay. 4x8.
Yep.
Okay.
Always
You guys got some stacked 4x8 teams, that's for sure.
Oh, at Hazlitt? Yeah, we've had some solid ones. Even at Perry wasn't too bad.
Wait a minute. Yeah, who was on the team at Perry then? James, probably.
Yeah, James, me, Eddie, and
Donderson. I forgot about him.
And Noah Jackson, who never ran track after that year.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the sandwich.
Yep, the sandwich. Rip.
If you know, you know. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We won't do them like that.
No.
You might not know this one. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know
Maybe.
if we told you or if you've seen the video. Where did Tyler pass Shane the Mannequin down onto me before my senior year?
Oh, man. I don't know if I saw this video.
What was the location? Like, where did this take place?
I mean, this is a pretty historic event.
It was a prehistoric event. It was quite the ceremony.
Shoot. So it was it was probably during track because
Okay. It was in August.
It was in August?
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Oh no. Was it at the high school?
It was not at the high school.
No way. Oh
What?
Gosh.
If it wasn't at the high school, where do you think it would be? What's like the spot where weird things happen?
Oh, Sleepy Hollow.
That's a fair guess. It was the 7-Eleven parking lot at like 11 o'clock at night.
Okay, that's also fair. That's also fair.
I'll show you that video. It was quite the
What?
quite the deal.
All right. What was, or what still is, my 2-mile PR?
12.
What is this?
12.
What is this?
53.
Nah, I think it was. I think it's 12:18, but I'll have to.
Oh, okay.
Check that.
Close
I
up.
wasn't.
I know it
I wasn't that slow.
because you haven't ran in like 8 years or something like that.
No, I ran faster than that in cross country.
Yeah, probably like every single meet.
Yeah, almost every single meet.
Base runs, you go faster than that.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, on distance runs, I have gone faster than that, and that's kind of sad. Yeah, 12:18 flat.
Nice.
Yeah,
All right,
good
couple
times.
more here. This, I don't know why I put this. This has nothing to do with me, although I was there when it happened. Ben's junior year. No, Ben's sophomore year. The last outdoor track season that happened.
Mm-hmm.
How did Ben break his wrist right before the county championships?
I might not know this. I don't think I was ever told this.
He, I totally forgot about this, but I was looking at I was looking through my camera the other day, and I saw a picture of like me running the 2 mile, and all you guys are cheering, and then Ben's got a cast. I'm like, wait a minute, he was running like me and him were doing like a 4 mile loop the day before, and he tried to hop a guardrail and just absolutely biffed it.
That's right,
because he just destroyed his wrist.
That's right, because he
messed his knee up too, but his wrist was the one that got broke.
Yeah, he told me he got hit by a car.
That's right. I forgot about that. You and Tyler, we convinced that he got hit by a car.
Yeah, because we. Oh my god, I forgot about that.
That joke went on for so long.
Yeah, I forgot that. Because you guys never actually told me what really happened. You guys just said he got hit by a car and just left it at that.
Wait, so was this the first time we actually told you what happened?
Yeah.
No way.
I forgot about that. I kind of just threw it away that you guys told me he got hit by a car. Sorry, Ben.
Tyler knows.
No, he'll figure out while he watches this episode after we hire him.
Man, yeah, that was I forgot about that. Anyway.
Shoot. What cross country season was I first team all conference?
2017.
Yep.
Your junior year?
Yep. Didn't do it senior year. I ran like trash. Okay. Because circumstances that if you want to ask about it, you can ask about it off camera. Because it's some dumb stuff, but
there you go.
It happens. Stuff happens.
That's right. What you powered through.
Yep.
Anyway, this is the last one I got here. What is my favorite tradition from either track or cross country in high school?
Open season?
Close second, but not quite.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
It's a really good
maybe one of the dumbest traditions ever, but it was a blast.
Okay, there's a lot of dumb stuff, so that's not even like. Oh, what dumb stuff? Well, what stuff wasn't dumb? So I can figure out what.
I'm not sure, but this may have come about after you went to Haslett.
Maybe. Shoot. So it's not pine cones, because the pine cones were.
Not pine cones, although that is up there.
That is also a very good, fun tradition.
Oh, epic.
Oh, man. I don't think I know.
Coach would just go behind the back and just drain those things.
Yeah, that was dumb. It's so hard. So hard. I don't know why.
He's a legend.
Yeah, I don't think I know it.
Team Rock.
Nope. Nope. Think that started my freshman year track season.
Okay.
After we won the, I think we won the league championships.
My favorite one of all time was when we were at the Mason meet my junior year. And as the meets went down, everyone's starting to go home. Everyone sees a light in the woods, and it's coming towards us. And everyone starts to freak out, like, is there some creepy dude in the woods coming to get us? And then, like, 10 teams are huddled around this little spot looking into the woods, like, all excited, like, to see this guy come out of the woods, all freaked out, about to run for their lives. And then the light finally emerges from the woods, and it's Gerard and Ben holding a rock and a flashlight, giggling.
Oh my gosh.
They went like 3 miles to get that rock. Yeah. Team Rock. Team Rock. Just get a rock from every school we go to and bring it back.
That's fair.
Either that or when Tyler dove in a river, Frank and moved to get one.
That's pretty good. That's a pretty good one.
I was like, oh, it's a pretty cool rock down in that river. Too bad it's underwater. And I turned, and then Tyler's in the river. That's the way it goes.
Now I understand why we didn't run well at meets.
Because we were busy getting team rocks.
Not even just that. We were just doing dumb stuff.
Hey, we had a good time. We enjoyed the ride.
That's true.
Alrighty. You have one more, or is that? Oh, you went first, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, that's all.
All right, let me get this email sent out here. Hold on a second.
Yeah, a little bit more off topic than Team Rocks. Yeah, we were just doing dumb stuff. Like, did you ever hear about when we were at Bath and James decided to run through all the poison ivy.
Yeah,
he's like,
I told me about that.
"You're poison ivy.
Yeah,
I can't get
there was
poison ivy."
a word in there.
Next day he just died. Like he was just covered, absolutely covered.
Oh, that's tough.
Still showed up to practice though, because Carl would. That was back in the days when Carl would, really get on your case about, not being at practice. There was no excuses. Unless you're Spiff and you went for a 7-mile run and you're throwing up that day.
What?
Yeah, rip Spiff on that one.
Spiff? What? What?
Well, okay, so we were going for like
Spiff was a legend.
We were going for a 7-mile out and back, so it was like, the usual people, me, James, I think Nemeth, maybe Middleton, I can't remember. Everybody. But yeah, then we look behind us at the turnaround and there's Ricky and Spiff. They followed us all the way out. They're supposed to turn around like 4 miles or like for a 4-mile out and back. And they just didn't. They went all the way. And then neither of them showed up to practice the next day. Ricky said he went home, started throwing up like violently. And I was like, oh.
Ricky was probably fishing, if we're being honest.
Well, no, he was actually sick. Like, I know he didn't show up to school because he was sick, but he definitely went fishing that day. I don't blame him. He loved fishing. He was good at it. Still is.
Definitely.
Shoot. I wonder if he's watching us right now.
Ricky, you watching? We got to get Ricky on as a guest. That'd be the way to go.
Ricky would be funny.
He'd be an animal. We might have to just take out certain parts, depending on what was disclosed, but that's okay. So it's not a live show.
We'll bleep stuff.
We edit. Well, anyway, looks like Hunter Hillard just entered the waiting room.
Nice.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Olivet College, the man, the myth, the legend himself, Hunter Hillard. It always takes forever just to.
Yeah, this takes a while.
Where's my intro?
Oh, there we go.
Hunter, what's going on, man?
Hello.
How you doing?
Pretty good. How about yourself?
Doing all right. So, dude, how'd you get so famous? Like when we put up questions on Instagram, like every single one is Hunter Hillard.
That's a very good question. I'm not too sure, honestly.
That's just the way it goes.
I don't know. My name's getting out there somehow.
How was your birthday?
Oh, it was fantastic. Thank you for the shout out. I appreciate it.
You betcha. Our pleasure. I still got the sign up. I forgot to take it down, but that's okay.
It's a great sign.
It really is. Maybe we'll just leave it up there. Anyway, how's your training going?
It's going pretty well. It took a few day rest period after the indoor track season, but got started back up this past week and getting ready for outdoor. So I'm excited.
Excellent.
How'd your indoor season go?
It was fairly consistent. I didn't have any breakout performances, but I ran the mile pretty much every week. They're relatively consistent, nothing too crazy. I had one race where it was relatively slower guys. I'm not the fastest out there, but it was relatively slower guys. And I kind of just raced to race, and I got second place. So that was kind of cool, but nothing too crazy, just around an average, 4:48-ish, maybe throughout the season. Nothing too ashamed of.
Yeah, excellent. How'd you get into running? What's the story there?
Oh, my story is a different one. In middle school, I always wanted to get into running, but in middle school, I started off with doing sprints because that's just what everyone did. And it wasn't until 8th grade where my coach randomly threw me in the 800, and I didn't think it was too bad. But freshman year in high school, I actually did not do cross country. So that's probably my biggest regret, honestly, to this day. And then freshman track season rolls around, and I signed up for mid distance, expecting the 800 like I was doing. And then I get thrown into a 2-mile race. And other than that, it just took off from there. I didn't think it was too bad. I slowly got into it, had fun with the guys. A lot of the upperclassmen kind of brought me in. Didn't really think it was that bad. just kept at it. And that summer, I really put in the training for like cross season. And so like I just took off from there, and I didn't really think nothing of it, and I just really liked it since then.
That must have sucked, just getting put in 2 mile out of nowhere.
It was really bad because that was like some indoor meet too. So it was just a lot of laps, a lot of just jogging. It wasn't fast at all. It was just a lot of jogging. It's terrible. It's only because one of the top distance runners on our team was slightly injured, so he just was like, "Hunter, you're in."
Jeez.
So what's your favorite memory from your running career so far?
I think my favorite memory would probably have to be my indoor state meet with some of the guys from my high school and another one from Hazlitt, Espen Lentz. We kind of just put together a team for indoor season, and I was never like fast enough to qualify for track and field outdoor states or like cross country states or anything like that. Our team was pretty close my senior year, but we never qualified. We were 9 points away. So it was really nice to get to go to like some state meet. I mean, it was like indoor season, all undetached, but it was still really fun to get a group of guys, run relatively fast, and have a fun time at indoor season.
Nice.
For sure. What were some of the things that influenced your college choice?
Definitely like I wanted to go to a smaller size school, similar to high school. I'm not like a big outgoing guy, so I wanted to keep like class sizes small, be able to interact with like teachers and other classmates. It was also really close to home. I commute, so it's just like a 15-minute drive, so that's really nice.
Oh, perfect.
And then for like running wise, I definitely wanted to like be a part of the team. I didn't want to just be some 8th, 9th runner who couldn't really score at any cross country meets. I wanted to be up there with the guys, get faster with the people on my team, and really work with everyone on the team to better myself.
For sure. So did you have any interesting traditions in high school?
In high school, not too much interesting stuff. I know Cameron last week said he had like some big pasta dinners. I mean, that's what we had too. Just good old fashioned pasta team dinners the day before races.
Yeah.
And that was about it really. We didn't do anything like out of the ordinary really. It was just really traditional team dinners the night before races.
Nice.
Pasta seems to be the go-to with like everyone that we've talked to.
It really is. Pasta dinners are the way to go.
Do you have any superstitions, before meets and stuff like that?
Before meets, in high school, we would always do a couple runouts, and when we went out before we came back, we would always do like a team prayer before we came back. So that was really, really cool in high school. It was just something to get the team together to just kind of calm ourselves before the race and ask for God's help, and it was a really nice thing to do before the race.
Definitely.
Do you have a go-to running shoe brand?
For trainers, I like to mix it up. I don't always like to go to the same shoe or like even the same brand. For a while, I was like wearing Brooks trainers, but I've gotten into Hoka and Nike recently.
Nice.
But for cross-country spikes, I'm a Saucony guy, and for track spikes, I'm a Nike guy.
Okay.
Nice.
What are some of your major goals for coming up this outdoor season and even the rest of college?
This upcoming outdoor season, I really want to just be able to perform well in like the 5K. I want to focus on that more. Probably throw down maybe 1 or 2 1500s. That wouldn't be too shabby. But overall, like maybe progressing, I definitely want to, be able to run fast. Like overall, I just want to be able to compete with people in the conference. I know like Trine and Calvin in our conference have like really fast guys, and I just want to, be up there since like I think I'm always just a year behind because I didn't have that like freshman cross country season. That's my biggest regret.
Yeah.
But like I always consider myself a year behind some people, so I just want to like better myself to get up there with those guys and make up that extra year that I didn't have technically.
Yeah. Do you know when your first outdoor meet's going to be?
We have one coming up this April 2nd, I believe. It's all temporary. She doesn't know if we're going to have them or not.
Yeah.
But for the most part, we should have one that day. and there might be one March 27th. So that would be the earliest one, but that one's a yes or no, like up in the air right now.
Yeah.
Nice. So a little bit more off topic. Do you have any crazy like gym equipment in your elementary schools? Like we've been asking people and we've only gotten like a few yeses, but just really kind of,
I can't really remember too much. I think we did have one of the ropes from the ceilings where you just climb the ropes.
Boom.
I'm pretty sure we did it. So that was one of our crazy things that we had.
Okay.
Nice. 'Cause, we also had that, and we were just trying to figure out if anybody else had that. We've only gotten like I think one yes out of
Yeah,
having
I'm pretty confident that we had one. I can't be too certain, so don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure we did. I think I can remember that.
All right. Well, more still staying off topic. We both work at Chili's and Outback, respectively. You might know that. What's your preference there? You got to pick Chili's or Outback?
You might hate me, but I don't get out too much, and I have not been to Chili's once, and I've been Outback once. So I guess I have to choose Outback.
I've been to Chili's, and I've never met someone who hasn't been to Chili's before I started doing this show. And
yeah, I've never been, not once. I don't get out much.
Chili's, dude.
I live in Charlotte. There's like nothing here. I don't go to Lansing often.
Drive. It'll be worth it. It'll change your world.
Nah, just stick with Outback.
No.
Outback's
Hey, the one time I went, it was pretty good.
See, there you go. Outback's great.
If you take away the bloomin' onion, what is Outback?
Great steaks
It's just food.
and pastas and chicken and salmon.
Anyway, let's not talk about that anymore. We put up on Instagram this week for the first time. We let some of our followers pick some questions for us to ask you. And the first one's from Kobe Blanco, and I don't know what this is about, but he says, "Do you plan on doing a croc mile?"
Oh yeah, him and I guess we're getting into our college rivalry, I guess you could say. He was on the Charlotte team, definitely a lot faster than me in high school, but I recently beat him in a cross country 8K. But I definitely will race him in a croc mile if I have the opportunity. So if he's watching, you have a challenger.
I mean, that just sounds horrible.
No, it's not too bad. Put him in sport mode.
That's true. There you go.
Flip him over. You'll be fine.
There you go. It's hard to argue with. And then we had another one that says, "Does a bear poop in the woods?"
Does a what? Sorry?
Does a bear poop in the woods?
Kace, I would have to say yes, but like if I haven't seen it before, how am I supposed to know?
That's pretty fair.
Yeah.
Pretty fair. Kace.
But I mean, you can find it in the woods. So like,
if I do find some random poop in the woods, how am I supposed to know it's the bear's poop?
Yeah, unless you're studying that stuff, how do you know?
Yeah, unless I go in depth, it could be like a deer's poop.
Even if you know it's a bear's poop, did someone plant that poop?
Yeah, that's a good question. Someone could have placed it there.
You got to see it happen, I think.
I completely agree.
Okay. Kace, who do you think asked that question?
Who do I think asked that question? Shoot, would that be our guest from last week?
No, it's one of our former teammates.
It's one of our former teammates.
It's an absolutely just.
Would that be Troy then?
No, it was Ben.
Oh, it was
That's
Ben.
his first question that is actually like appropriate enough to say it on air. So that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, he asked some really disappointing questions.
Yeah, very
usually.
disappointing. And then the last one here is from Cameron Smith. So you just know it's going to be a doozy. And it says, "How many Hillards
Oh, it's a doozy.
Hunter Hillard hunt if Hunter Hillard hunted Hillards?"
At least 42. at least bare minimum 42.
Where does that number come from?
Right in my noggin.
Oh,
I heard the question and I was like,
boom.
Best I can do is 42.
42. Well, there you go.
Oh.
Anyway, is there anything you want to talk about? I think that's about all the things we wanted to ask you.
I guess one of my biggest questions for you guys is what has been like a big motivational thing for you guys to like get out the door and run, especially like this past year? What has been like keeping you guys active throughout the like whole pandemic and lockdown, whatever?
Yeah.
So I guess I'll start. So I took a year off of running once I left high school to kind of just get out there. Like I'd run here or there, but then I finally like during the quarantine and stuff realized like running was a big part of my life, and it kind of got my like life on track, like where I could focus on school and more of a balanced life. Because when you run, you just feel better. Like even when it hurts, it still feels good. So that's kind of been my motivators, focusing on myself more.
Yeah, I'd say for me, really losing my senior season was the biggest thing. And then I ended up getting hurt in April anyway. So I lost a lot of time. I mean, I had some sights on maybe touching the school record, which would have been a long shot, but it was still possible. So missing out on all of that, I was really looking forward to that. So that hurt a lot. And that just kind of pissed me off. And from that point, there was really no question about if I was getting out the door because I was just mad. And I was ready to compete again. So I think that was the main motivator, through the spring and the summer.
Yeah, I agree with that one because Kobe Blanco actually had pretty much that same experience going after a school record outdoor track season, but it got canceled on us.
Yeah. Well, anyway, man. Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay. I have another question, and like, it's gonna be about like the podcast itself. Like, what are your guys' plans or goals for the podcast as a whole?
Well, once outdoor meets start up, it's gonna be really results driven, just with runners in the area. Because I think we just thought that'd be cool to have when we were in high school, rather than just getting the paper every once in a while. So really just shouting out local runners, and I think one of the bigger things is like getting guests like this on, just getting to know some people that we've never talked to before, and letting other people get to know you guys. I think that's a big thing. But yeah, it's really the reason we're doing it is for results once outdoor starts.
I like it. I'm enjoying the whole podcast series.
We appreciate it. Well, anyway, man, we really appreciate you coming on tonight.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you betcha. Best of luck during outdoor.
Thank you.
And we'll see you later, man.
Alrighty, take care.
There we go.
Hunter Hillard, ladies and gentlemen, we finally got him.
The world famous Hunter Hillard. And he knew Ashton Lance, like my old teammate. I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, my ears
So he's literally famous. Like,
he has to be. He has to be. Charlotte and Hazlitt are not even close to each other.
I mean, we were in the same league and all, but like still, that's still quite a ways.
He's famous for no reason.
He's famous
because he's elite. That's why, I guess.
Yep, he's just awesome.
He's the king.
There you go. Boom, bada bing.
That's what happens. If we could all be more like Hunter Hillard, we'd all be better.
That's true.
There's no way around it.
But yeah, so a croc mile.
That sounds honestly horrible. You put him in sport mode, but you're still.
It's gonna hurt.
Hard to get full extension on that stride. Your arches are gonna be toast.
I mean, it's not even that. Just the repeated beating on the track. Like you're gonna feel the full track in those crocs.
Pretty much negative support on those things.
Yeah, if you have arch issues, you're screwed. Like absolutely screwed.
Yeah, my right plantar fascia would be gone. I'd be in the hospital.
Yeah.
It would not be good. It would not be good. Could it be much worse than the French fry mile? Probably not, if we're being honest. But could it be much better? Definitely not.
I would rather do the French fry mile.
It's not going to debilitate you physically. I mean, yes, it actually absolutely will, but not in terms of musculoskeletal. Like, exactly. Mile is going to screw up your feet. French fry mile is just going to make you, have rough trips to the bathroom for about the next week and a half.
Exactly. So I say we stick to our food miles and just leave the croc miles and all those types.
We gotta start advertising and planning for these food miles because heck, I'm gonna be home less than 2 months. GLIAC's that conference meet is gonna be the first weekend of May. So
yeah,
we'll be hammering pretty before too long here.
Yeah, but I got the list, so we just need to make our posters for it.
Yeah. I can't wait.
Wait, didn't we have a poster for the burger mile already set up?
Yeah, and it just never happened last summer. I think probably because of COVID or something. I don't remember why we didn't do it. But
no, I think we just kind of forgot.
that sounds about like replace something that we do.
We started going to parks and stuff, and then we just said, "Oh wait, we're gonna do a food mile," and then we just forgot about it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely. It's gonna be a legendary summer. I'll tell you that right now.
that was a great summer. You know what? For all our guests watching out there, find some random parks around you and just go to them.
Just hang out. Just get outside.
Just go to parks.
Replace some ultimate frisbee.
For sure. Ultimate
Greatest sport ever invented.
Frisbee's the best sport.
Anyway, well, it looks like we are about out of time.
Yeah.
That episode zoomed out. I am going to work on getting this one and the last one up in podcast form because due to storage, I can't save the episodes. But I still have the last one on my computer. So I'm going to try to get that up on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, as many as I can.
Heck yeah.
If you guys would like that. And then this one too. And then hopefully all the future episodes.
All right.
Well, yeah, it's good to see you again.
Yeah, it's about time to get back to college, though, sadly.
Yep, college calls.
College always calls.
We will see you guys next week.
Take it easy.
Adios.